Hello, my name is Mario and I'm going to present the Space Invaders project. I'm working on my own. I'm going to show the architecture. It consists of three main structures: the ship structure, control tower, and the message. The ship is just the type, is the main building block of the project. Everything is built out of this ship structure: the player, the enemies, the bullets from both the enemies and the player, and the walls. S-type has the type of ship it is, and in, which is the message, has the instructions and the commands received by the ships from the control tower. The control tower, as its name stands, it controls everything. Ship list has all the ships that are currently on the map, and we mapped the name of the ship to ship on this map of the ship list. Ship channel is a channel that receives a message, which are all the instructions or the commands that the ship sent to the control tower to update or to kill them. Display channel is the channel that receives everything to display, collisions, key pressed as well. And the command channel has a map of the name of the ship with its own channel, incoming channel. So every time we send a message to the command channel, we actually are sending it to the ship as well. And the message structure only contains three different properties: the command, which is what's going to happen; the value, which is usually just the name of the type of the ship; and a ship itself, in case we need to update information or not. There's two main functions: the driver and the actions. I'll show this in the code, and let me show you the flow diagram first. We create a control tower, and with that we create all the enemies and add them with the add command into the control tower actions, and this adds them to the ship list, as we see here, as well as we execute the control tower driver, which continuously every 2 ticks of time sends a display, check collisions, key press to the display channel in order for it to work. When the receiving channel can receive two things, either on a display channel or the ship channel. If it receives on the display channel, if it's the add, it will add the ship to the ship list and will execute the driver of the ship. If it's a display, it will just show the display, all the ships. It shows everything. Every ship has a different type, so every type has a different color and size. Collisions, we check collision between the laser and the enemy and walls, bombs and wall player, and the enemy with the wall and player, and sets the command accordingly to both ships. And key press, which listens to the commands that the player actually uses. In the ship driver, every 10 milliseconds will send the command move to all the ships, which is in the ship actions. Depending on the command, if it's a player movement, we'll move the player accordingly and update the information. If it's the move command, it will update the position. This is more for the bombs, the laser, and the enemies. And if it's a kill, it will kill an enemy or a wall. And if it's for a player, it will remove 1 life from the player. If the lives are greater than 0, then we'll continue playing. Otherwise, it's game over. We'll continue playing over the ship channel. Everything we send the update and remove will be sent to this ship channel. If the command is an update, it will just update the info in the ship list accordingly, so it will display the correct information. If it's a remove, it will remove the ship and send the message to remove. If it's an enemy, it will increase the kill count, and if the kill count is equal to the number of enemies, then we have won. Here is the whole project. We import everything over here. This is the structures, ship, control tower, and the message. We initialize everything, and we start the whole thing with this start function. See, yes, we use the PixelGL library from Golang, from Faceface, and with that we show everything. We use this atomic go function, which adds an uses an atomic variables, so we make sure that only one channel is working at a time, since we're working with channels and multiple threads, and everything works correctly. It will run the driver from the control tower. This is the driver from the control tower, which create everything and sends the commands to the display channel: display, check collision, and key pressed. On the create, we send the same messages to the display channel, but we add the enemies with the respective information. We add, according to the number of enemies, we also add the walls with their respective information. These are statics, they never change. And we add a ship, which is the main player ship. The actions of the control tower If we receive something from the ship channel, which is the channel that the ships are able to send information to, if it's update, we'll update in the ship list according to the name. We will update the information. If it's a remove, we will just remove it, and if it's an enemy, as I said, we increase the kill count. If we receive something in display channel, if it's an add, we will add the ship. If it's different from ship, since only one ship has the name property ship, which is the main player, we will also add the time stamp to the name, so that every single ship has a different name, and we can use it on the map of the command channel, as well as the map for the ship list. Once we check that, we will see we can receive check collision. We will check laser with enemy and wall and kill both of them and score a point to the player. We'll use Pythagoras theorem to see what's the distance between them. If it's less than 40, then it hits. A bomb with the ship on the wall and the enemy with the ships on the wall. Key press, which listens to kill left to send move left, key right to send move right, and key space to send shoot. Otherwise, it will just say stop. And the display. If the type of the ship is a ship, then we'll see it will be purple, enemy is white, walls are green, lasers are orange, and the bombs are reds. And here we show everything. The driver for the ship, which is executed every time we add a new ship to the ship list in here, we'll just execute the actions, which are these ones, and every single tick of time we will send the command move. In here we receive the message. If the command is kill, we will kill it. If it's the ship, then it's game over. We can receive move left, stop, move right, or shoot. If it's a shoot, we will add a laser to the ship list, which has a velocity of 100. If it's the move, it's then the enemy commands. We move the ships according to the velocity. We have the velocity in X and Y and the ship speed. We update this. If both are alive, then there is a random chance that it will shoot. They will add a bomb with a velocity of minus 100, so it goes down. If it goes to the either side of the wall, we will inverse the velocity, so it will go the other way. And here's the main function. Well, we just call everything. Now we need to run start text, so our what's the name? Our virtual machine runs like this. Let me close this and clear. We will go build a space invaders.com, and we can run space invaders here. We can add a flag of enemies equals to 15, for example, and it will create 15 enemies. If I press right, I move to the right. If I press space, I shoot. I can destroy the walls as well, as you can see. Every time I kill an enemy, it gives me score. Let me see if I can finish every single enemy. You won. Well, there's a little bit of a bug over there. I won earlier, maybe because the same bullet went through two of the enemies, but when you win, it stops. And that's it. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.